Hello, hello. So I wanted to share something that I believe happens a lot in many households, particularly if you have children and young children. So this was me over the weekend where, I chose to sleep in because I wake up early during the weekdays. So I was in my bedroom I was awake, but I was not out of bed. And my kids were up and they were playing. And then I heard some commotion and they started arguing, fighting. And I was observing my need to react as a good mother. But then I resisted. I said, okay, let's try something else. Let's not react. Let's observe. So I heard them arguing, and I think my son ended up crying because I don't know what happened, but maybe there was a bit of a physical contact there. And within minutes, I heard my daughter go over and apologize to my son. I think she apologized because they were speaking a bit quietly. All I know is that within 10, 20 minutes, maybe even less, they came downstairs, they were playing, they were laughing, they had patched up. And this was very interesting for me to observe, and I invite you to also look at this for yourself in your household if this happens, where if I had gone in to react and, gone upstairs and try to break up the fight and, try and figure out what's going on, I probably would have allowed it to be bigger than or created a bigger commotion than it was. Whereas if they resolved it on its own and I didn't react, there was one less energy to deal with. So let this be an invitation for you to observe, where are you in the autopilot of reacting? And I am certainly a mom that reacted a lot. I say that with a lot of grace for myself because I was learning to become a mom, a better mom, a more aware mother, and a more aware parent. And it's not like we're born with manuals on how to be a mom, be a dad. And so don't take this as a criticism if you find yourself, oh my God, I do that, I react a lot. Because I certainly did a lot of that. But when you get little moments like this where you have the space and the awareness to hold yourself back from reacting, notice how much more space it creates. Notice also how quickly things can resolve in actual fact when there is less reaction, because reactions are like little bombs go off, and if there is another reaction to add to the mix, it becomes this explosion bigger than what it's meant to be. So yeah, try that. Try the next time when something's happening in front of you, check in with yourself with whether there is a autopilot learned reaction that you tend to call upon whenever you see something happen like that. And explore observing that instead of following through with the reaction. Because when you do that, all of a sudden you're creating this space between you and what's happening. And you don't get dragged into the drama and the trauma of everything that is happening in front of you. So I hope this has been a contribution to you in terms of your need for reaction, particularly in your relationships with, could be your spouse, could be your children, could be your parents, could be your colleagues, could be your boss. And yeah, I'd love to hear some feedback if you have any. And if you're watching this through my YouTube channel, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like or comment, so that, and also invite you to send this off to anybody whom you think or feel can help create a bit of a change. So thank you very much, and have a lovely day wherever you are.